Okay, today I'm going to make roasted carrots. This is a very easy recipe, so easy I thought it's worth sharing. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to add a bunch of oil to this pan. It doesn't matter too much. I'm going to end up coating all these carrots I'm about to make in this oil, so it doesn't have to be perfectly spread out. Everything is supposed to be covered. So anyway, next step is to cut the carrots. So I'm going to do that right now. Okay, so I have my carrots all cut up. You can see they're all about, I don't know, finger size, or at least finger length. I cut them kind of as thin as the carrots allow. Gives it more surface area to coat in oil and salt. So I'm going to sprinkle these across this pan. And you can see I have some ends of the carrots or some gross parts. I'm going to store that in a freezer bag, and once I have enough vegetable ends, I'm going to use that for stock, vegetable stock one of these days. So I'm going to spread these out. Actually, I think I'm going to add a little bit more oil on top, just to get these covered for sure. This is probably overkill with the oil, but oil is so cheap and so tasty, I don't feel too bad about it. And before I play around with these, I'm going to add just a little bit of salt. And unfortunately, I'm going to do I don't know, I've heard this called man cooking, where I just kind of eyeball how much salt I want on my carrots. Add a little bit more. I wish I counted how many carrots, but I think maybe 8 carrots over here. So right now I'm gonna just make sure everything's coated. Doesn't have to be perfect. I added too much oil. I say that because by the time I cook these carrots and take them out of this pan, there's going to be oil left over, and that's overkill. You don't need to do that. But maybe this is the lazy, time-efficient solution where I just don't care, and we have these oil-covered carrots that are took very little time to prepare. So, all right, I'm going to spread these out now. I've been told not to have things touch, but I don't think this will matter very much. I think we're pretty much ready to go. Okay, so I have an oven that I preheated to 425 degrees, and I'm going to put this in, and then after about 10 minutes I'm going to flip them, or at least kind of play around, move these carrots around a little bit. Okay, so I just took these out. It's been 10 minutes. I'm going to do my best to flip these. You don't have to be perfect. You don't even have to get all of them. You just kind of want to brown as much as you can. So by flipping these, you're going to get a little bit better browning on every side. So I can tell these aren't cooked yet, and these need maybe 5 or 10 more minutes. So that's what we'll be aiming for. I'm going to check after 5 minutes. But I'm not going to actually take this out of the oven in 5 minutes, unless they look like they're done. And signs, if everything is getting almost burnt, very brown, that would be a sign that these are pretty much ready to eat. So, but otherwise, these look real good, and I'm going to put this back in for another 5 or 10 minutes. These took 18 minutes total to get to this state. You can see some of them are crispy. I'm a big fan of having them be a little bit crispy. I notice I said crispy and not crunchy. These are actually quite soft. I'll show that in a video in a moment. And these are pretty much ready to eat. Well, it seems like he likes it. It's just a moment showing how soft these are. So I took a fork, almost no pressure, was able to break it in half. Fork goes right through it. So, hope you enjoyed this recipe, and you can use this as one of the ways to eat for $1.50 a day.